bang, bang, bang. And then the Rams become repeat it again. And this time it's all about Ali Cup. It's up. You know it go. August 12 and 13 on the school grounds of Aggie Animo. If you don't know what that is, it's Excelsior High School, 137 Mountain View Avenue. Make sure you're there. It's a big day. Because guess what? The organizers, the man called Chris Bailey and the man called Sambo. Big up Zenga Bats, big up Fuba, big up all Excelsior people. Because you know, from your Excelsior person, you're Excelsior person. You know. Everybody big up. Make sure you're there. It's a big day, August 12 and 13. Ali Cup. Because Ali life, I feel live on. And from we say it I forgot, so I saw it I forgot. So all Excelsior people, big up. I remember, we start out with 8 teams. But remember, 4 forward. So 12 this year. So you know, next year it can be 24. So make sure you score. Daily Ranks, big up, Ali Cup. August 12 and 13, 2022. Mad.
Yeah, dancehall artist and producer Deli Ranks there promoting the 3rd staging of the Ali Cole Invitational Schoolboy Football Tournament set for this Friday and Saturday at Excelsior High School in Kingston, Jamaica. The 2-day event, named in honor of the late former Excelsior football captain Alan Cole Jr., will feature 12 schoolboy football teams. The teams are using the tournament to prepare for the start of the schoolboy football season in Jamaica, set for the 10th of September. That's very close. Joining us to talk about the tournament are organizers Chris Bailey and Carlton Hammond. And for our Caribbean viewers, just to give you a link with Excelsior High School, although we're talking football, Chris Gale and Courtney Walsh went to Excelsior High School. These are football men here, but I know embracing the fact that some top cricketers have come out of the school as well. I remember doing football commentary, Manning Cup football, and Chris Bailey being a star player for Excelsior. Late 80s that would have been?
Yes, sir.
Late 80s. You were brilliant.
Thank you.
As a player.
Thank you.
Mr. Hammond, talk to me about the excitement of this tournament and the growth it has experienced since it started back in 2018.
Well, this tournament, first and foremost, good evening and thank you for having us.
Yeah, man.
Well, this tournament started 2018 and we started with 8 school, all Manning Cup school. 2019, we expand. Every year we go 2 schools. So we expand and go to 10 schools and we decide to have 5 Dacaster Cup school and 5 Manning Cup school. So, you know, the pandemic comes along, we take a break for 2 years. So the third year now with the tournament, we're going to launch, you know, so we have 12 schools. So we have 6 Dacaster Cup school and 6 Manning Cup school. So that's where we are right now.
Yeah, I want to just point out that the excitement of schoolboy football in Jamaica knows no bounds. Because, yeah, if our Caribbean viewers, you know, viewers outside of Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago in the Eastern Caribbean, they get excited about our schoolboy football because they think it is spectacular. So the product is sensational. Chris, you were a part of, you know, real exciting schoolboy footballs a few decades ago, not to give your age away too much. But, but this tournament is a precursor for the start of the official schoolboy football season. Excelsior won this pre-schoolboy tournament back-to-back. So the organizers are the standard bearers and they have bragging rights. How strong are you this year?
Well, listen to me. We're confident in everything we're going to, because we say Ali Cup and we say green and yellow for life. So anything we are doing now, we are Excelsior and we're confident, win, lose or draw. So we think we're going to win it this year. And we're going to keep winning it.
Yeah, someone asked me about who are the favorites for the tournament, and I was suggesting that sometimes it's a little bit difficult to put a favorite tag on some of these schools because the teams, the rosters change every year. And sometimes you are guided by how strong a team is last year and how much of their players they would have retained. I know both of you reside overseas, but because of your love for your school, Aggie Animo, you maintain a close contact with the setup. How proud are you, first of all, of Excelsior, Chris, and how they are shaping up? Because you haven't won the Manning Cup title in quite some time. Well, you've won the pre-tournament, but not the tournament.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm still proud of them. Win, lose, or draw, as Mr. Hammond said. But for right now, what we're looking at, I think they're in the rebuilding stage of the Manning Cup. And I saw them play it a couple of days ago, and they look fairly well. Look like they can manage it by themselves. And moving forward, as I said, I hope we can take this Manning Cup, because we haven't won the Manning Cup in a while. So I hope
I think 04 or 05 would have been the last time Excelsior won.
Exactly. So it's time. It's coming.
It's coming. We can feel it.
Yeah. Ali Cole was ahead of you, was he, or in the same team?
The same year, same.
He played.
We played with Ali in 1988.
Right. A fabulous player. Gone too soon.
Yes.
What inspired the naming of this tournament for Ali Cole?
Okay, that's a very good question. Well, the Green and Yellow Ali Cup is really Ali named the tournament after him before he passed away.
Oh.
But to really explain it, I was on Goodwill Tour 2017 when Ali sent a message and said, "You need to see me, you need to speak to me." He sent a message with a young man named Ryan Dawes. Ryan Dawes is a part of us. He's a goalkeeper on the winning team too. So I told him that I was on tour, and he said, "Yo, stop what you're doing and come by." So I stopped, went to Barbican. We were playing a practice game, and we sit down and we were there talking. I mean, while we were there talking, we realized that the team needed certain things. So he was like, "Hey, Sambo, check this out. We need to do this, we need to do that. But he said, before we do that, we need to get everybody on board." So meanwhile, we were there talking, and while we were talking, after the game, he walk away, I walk the next one, and say, "Sambo, when I tell everybody, dust off them green and yellow and come, I'm going to keep walking." I'm going to say, "Okay, maestro." And he say, "Yo, Sambo, hold on, man. One more thing, love in the house." I never heard from him again.
He died suddenly, did he?
Yeah, he died suddenly. So when he died, a bunch of us went to his funeral, and me and Chris and Ryan and Fabian and Walter, a whole bunch of us, and we were there standing, and them said, "Sambo, just do it." So really and truly, I want to thank Mr. Whitey,
Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis, for really giving us our first start. He was the first one who really started us off by giving us eight school. And we're growing, we're building, and we're going to get there. And meanwhile, we are growing. The Money Cup team will grow, and believe me and trust me, we will win Money Cup
soon
before you think. Believe me.
But you don't know what I think, so what does that mean?
Well, you asked a question, so you must have something in mind. What you think?
Chris, talk to us about this group and how much you're injecting into the football program at Excelsior to ensure that it, resuscitates to championship honors.
Okay, so this group that we're in is not really a group, it's a team. So we come together and said, okay, we're going to do something for the Man Cup team moving forward every year. So the main thing that we're giving them back is a surface that they can play on, because when we travel Kingston, even sometime in the country, there's not a lot of play field or that you can look at that is quality.
Good quality, yeah.
Good quality. So what we're doing now is trying to get the playing field up to par, and we do that like every year. We try to give them the field, like we maintain it. We make sure it is watered properly, there's enough nourishment on the field, so moving forward, our players can have a better environment to play in. So that's what we do, and so far it seems like it's working. And then also we try to take under our wings like the players, like Mr. Ammon said earlier. We try to look at the teams and see who is in the team that needs help. And we overseas try to like pay the school fee or pay the books fee or whatever it is for them. Like adapt a kid.
Adapt a kid.
So that is what we're trying to do, and so far it has been successful so far in the previous years, and moving forward we're still going to do it.
And interject to that, Chris could really extend more on it. We're also going to give some kids some scholarship this year. Because really, football is really secondary. You need this to really survive.
Student athletes.
Student athletes.
Yes.
So really and truly,
When you say scholarships, what you mean, and where would be the target?
Well,
tertiary.
Well, mostly kids them that really dire needs, that really need help in school, that need, to pay their school fee, parents that are at hard times, keep them off the street. Because most of the kids them these days, the reason why they're on the street and you have violence and stuff like that, because they don't have nowhere to go. And if you could keep them in school.
Yes.
Because I remember when I was going to school, it was the lunch money for why I go to school now. I go to school because I'm supposed to go to school. Now you have people can say, you don't have to go to school. But in my time, in the 70s and the 80s, Chris would tell you, we want to go to school because we want to play football. And that was our ground. Yeah. So I'm saying, so we as past players and and stuff like that. We're trying to make sure the kids them stay in school, get a better education, because
Yeah.
at my age right now, I can't play no more football. So what I have to live on? So that's where we're trying to tell the kids, it's not only football. Football is just for a period of time.
Yes.
But life is forever.
Yes.
And that's the future.
Yeah.
And that's where we stand.
Yeah, well said, Mr. Hammond and Chris. Great to have you. You know, the tournament is a 2-day tournament.
2-day
Friday
tournament.
and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
10
Yes.
teams, 12 teams?
12 teams.
12 teams, 6 Manning Cup teams and
6
6
Costa
Costa
Cup
Cup teams.
Yes.
And Excelsior will win again.
Yes.
Excelsior will be win again, and the gate will be open as well, free. Nobody will be paid.
Yes.
Every event that Green and Yellow is keeping, Ali Cup, and me and Christopher is a part of,
Yes.
it's going to be an open, free event, because we all about giving back.
Yes.
Yes.
Appreciate love.
Excellent,
Loving the house.
excellent, gentlemen. Great to have you on the SportsMax
Loving the
zone.
house, sir.
And we'll be passing through. We'll make sure to have a team there getting some.
I appreciate that. Thank you very
some
much.
coverage of this
Thank you very
this
much,
tournament
sir.
Friday.
Thank you very
and,
much.
And Saturday. We're going to a break now, and when we come back, we'll be at the track.